How many cups of coffee is too many cups of coffee? Well, got a late start today, Sunday, but got a few things done. Time to get the Sawzall out and get to cutting and whacking and removing the factory spring hangers and make room for the new pieces. Let's get to it. The cool thing is I'm going to be able to use those. Saved them over here. I'm going to be able to use all of this stuff. Just got to clean these up, square them up, and then all of these, I'll make a jig to hold them centered to clean them all up so they're the same, nice and flat and square on these weldable edges. I got to drill these holes. These are my first holes that are going to be in here to bolt it in place. While I finish kind of, working out some details before it gets final, and then it'll go right across underneath the front there. Well, a 2x2, beefy as it is not enough surface area for me to really work with the way I want to. So I found something better. Some 3/16 wall, which is still ample, 3x3. Lots more surface area. That'll work. That was heavy. You probably noticed I was using a 4 1/4 inch grinder for a lot of cutting. I was using a Sawzall for a lot of cutting. For chopping the tube up, I would normally use the chop saw, but it is a mess right now, and I got to blow it all out. I might have to take the cover off and clean it up. It's sparking and doing stuff it shouldn't. It's not very old, but sandy out here, and as you can see right back there, some of these barns don't seal real good, so I get sand in places I don't want. So that's why I was using the grinder for most of the stuff that you're seeing. I've got some other tools. I just got to fix some other tools. More stuff to fix. Okay. Now getting cleaned up and ready to weld together. Gonna work well. Well, there she is for starters. Gonna pull the shackle bolts out and get her cleaned up. Going to add a little center support here, just some angle, weld it to the new cross section, drill and bolt it to the factory cross section of the frame at the end of the frame horn. That'll be some nice added stability. It's still got to triangulate on the back side. I will get to that soon. Hey guys, no budget, no money. I've almost never got extra money. I don't know if you all have extra money, but I got a lot of junk to work on, and I'm determined with a couple of the things I have, like that old Toyota, this old pig right here, which is coming along. But when you don't have any money, sometimes you just do what you got to do, and that's what I'm doing. Bastard packs, bunch of junk put together to get it to the ride height that I want, and at least I can roll it around while I work out some details. And then down the road, once it's closer to done, and I figure out the increase in height over stock, I will order some appropriate springs. Start with some Toyota leaf springs and some YJ leaf springs and some XJ leaf springs, and find all the ones that are happiest together, one leaf at a time, and you end up with a pretty decent, they call it a bastard pack. Some of you out there already know that. End up with a pretty decent little leaf spring for setting things up in this kind of a case. Got that far. Got to modify the shackle, finish the shackles, and then I will fix the spring perches on the axle. Also, I keep noticing these when the time comes. These will get changed. These were very temporary a long time ago, again, to move the truck. Get some new rubber, factory rubber, and a proper body lift. When the time comes, we'll get there. Alrighty, it is time to drag the axle back out and get to cutting and grinding. I'm going to remove those old incorrectly done spring perches that were done temporarily and clean up those surfaces again. Alright, springs are in place. This, I've still got to triangulate this. This is going to have some support on both sides for that cross piece before it gets all cleaned up and painted. Shackles still need a little work, and I got to order some hardware. Nobody has it in stock, new bolts, and I'll get those cleaned up. And now, time to fix these screwed up temporary spring perches. Getting there. Got the old messed up stuff off. Got to clean up the surfaces a little bit yet. Ooh, got him. All it needs is a bath. Getting ready to slide her back in there for a trial fit. We will go from there. So this week, it's been a week and a half now. Today is now Wednesday that I've been tinkering on the old Toyota pig right there. Making some progress on getting the leaves in, front leaf springs, and had a lot going on this last week and a half, including having to get away in the middle of making this video. I had to get away and do a little pre-run for the poker run. I wanted to verify my coordinates. Check out the terrain with those earthquakes a couple of months ago in Ridgecrest and Trona area. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't something going to surprise us next month, and we're looking at just under a month away for that poker run. There'll be information in the link to the page for that event in the description below. So anyway, yeah, let's get to that pre-run a little bit. Good morning. Sunday, October 6th. Getting ready to go out and meet up with a couple others to pre-run and verify the terrain and everything for the poker run route. I just want to make sure everything's good for y'all. So, coming up in a month. Hope to see you there. Guess we're going to hit the road. Airing down, getting ready to go. The beginning of the actual route for the poker run. Gotta check things out today. Hey ladies.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Well guys, Monday night. It has been a week I've been tinkering on the old Toyota here. And axle's going back in trial fit. It fits perfect. I don't have proper plates and hardware yet. I didn't realize it. So I'm at a standstill at the moment. But it goes in, it fits, centers up perfectly. And again, I've got to finish up the shackles. I've got to order proper bolts. Nobody has them in stock. They're 17 millimeter, supposed to be, or 11/16 diameter. And then I got to get proper U-bolts and spring plates for up front. And I will get that handled in the next video, as well as finish up the triangulation I was talking about on the cross piece there on the back side, and then we'll get it all painted up. You should see that in the next video for tinkering on the old Toyota. But she's coming along. I'm excited.